How many days, months, or years could you survive on your savings? That is the definition of wealth. For the rich, wealth is measured in time, not money. Robert Kiyosaki explains to us the secret financial intelligence that wealthy families teach their children. He proves that our school system lacks of giving us financial education for our future. It's a myth that you need to earn a high income to be rich. Make sure to watch this video until the end to understand the important principles and lessons Robert Kiyosaki teaches us in his story of growing up with two dads, his real father and the father of his best friend, his rich dad. Let's jump into it. Robert Kiyosaki, poor dad, was always struggling financially, despite earning well. On the other hand, his rich dad was on his way to becoming one of the richest men in the world. His poor dad gave him the advice, if you want to become successful, go through our school system and get a good degree to be able to get a well-paying job in the future. His rich dad instead taught him a strong financial education that we go through step by step in the following lessons. Number 1, poor people work for money, but rich people make money work for them. This phrase is quite familiar and easy to understand, but extremely hard to implement. Since childhood, we were taught to get a degree and work for getting rewards. Kiyosaki describes that his poor dad's lectures always revolved around working extremely hard on a regular basis to get a promotion and create financial stability. But his rich dad never worked because he had employees. That's the major difference between the mindset of the middle class and the rich. The primary reason that holds us back from changing sides in Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant from employee to business owner is fear. Most people work hard in random jobs and accept minimum wages just because they fear not even having a job. The middle class fears poverty, and this is what drives them to participate in a rat race in which they won't get poor, but simultaneously they also don't get rich. Workers work hard enough to not be fired, and owners pay just enough so that workers won't quit. Another reason why people work hard and accept low-paying jobs is that they often love what they do. Especially for younger generations, this plays a big role. So we pursue a job and work hard waiting to get rich and get a promotion. But in most cases, that just doesn't happen. Kiyosaki admits that he does not like everything he does. In fact, he despised the process of writing a book, but he still wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad to fulfill his purpose and tell everyone what he had learned about financial intelligence. So instead of doing what he loved, he did things like studying, taxes, or the economy, and so on to be able to acquire the assets he loves. Having assets is another major difference between the rich and middle class and leads us to Lesson 2, Financial Education. To make money work for us, we must know how to manage it properly. Even if we have huge paychecks, without having a proper understanding of finances, we won't be able to keep our money. So it is all about the difference between liabilities and assets. The majority of people think that a nice house for their family or a huge car is an asset that they can sell later and earn a profit. But that's not the case. The primary cause of financial struggle is simply not knowing the difference between a liability and an asset. A liability takes money out of our pockets, while an asset puts money in our pockets. And that's the main reason why the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer. Since people often mistake their liabilities as assets, we have to prevent that with knowledge. So to make the picture clearer and make sure that we understand the importance of the difference between liabilities and assets, let's take a look at our income statement and our balance sheet. Our income is money going into our pockets. Our expenses is money going out of our pockets. Things like food, clothing, or rent go here. An asset is something that allows its owner to generate an income. On the opposite, a liability generates expenditure. On the left side, you can see the cash flow of an asset, and on the right side, that's the cash flow of a liability. So when rich people get their income, they use it to buy assets. They buy assets such as stocks or real estate, And on the long run, these resources create more income for them in the future as a form of passive income. Passive income earns money for us and doesn't require us to trade our time for it. Passive income even works for us while we sleep. The middle class, on the other hand, earns money from a job, or sometimes even 2 or more jobs, but they spend their salary on liabilities, which they think are assets. But possessions such as cars, the latest smartphone, TVs, or for instance also expensive vacations don't work for you. Let's remember, the rich let money work for them. This is one of the most important rules we need to know if we want to become rich. With a fancy car, we might look rich, but it's just taking money out of our pockets and loses its value from time to time. This leads us to lesson 3, minding our own business. While the wannabe rich people flaunt their money as proof that they are rich, actual rich people keep themselves busy making money work for them by acquiring assets to make sure they are able to stay rich. Most people fail to realize that in life it's not how much money you make, it is how much money you keep. That means we don't have to have the highest salary and focus only on getting promoted, because often if we get a raise, we also spend more money on liabilities. Instead, we have to ensure that we are able to keep our money by feeding our asset column. Robert Kiyosaki thinks of every dollar he puts into his asset column as an employee. Each dollar in my asset column was a great employee working hard to make more employees and buy the boss a new Porsche. And the best thing about money is that it can work for you 24 hours a day and it can work for generations. All we need to do is investing it in assets. Our lesson number 4. Because investing is what Robert Kiyosaki strived for all of his life. Instead of being in a constant state of fear that we might end up losing our job and our money, let's get out of the bubble and start investing in assets. Playing safe does not protect our money, but investing creates and also generates more wealth. Therefore, we must learn to take risks. Being brave enough to take risks is something the rich all have in common. But we have to conquer, once again, our fear, or great opportunities in life will pass us by. The fear of losing money is so powerful, it prevents many people from investing in stocks, real estate, or other assets. So we have to appreciate that success always takes guts. To become wealthy, knowledge and financial education are the foundation, but on top of that, we need courage. Of course, the higher the potential for return is, the higher is also the risk. With stocks, for example, there's always a slight chance we could lose our entire investment. But if we don't take the risk in the first place, we won't make any big returns. So handling bigger risks for being able to take bigger chances sometimes is necessary, and that is what Rich Dad would want us to do, because his personal financial statement reflects the result of a life dedicated to minimizing liabilities and investing. His assets are greater than his liabilities, and his income is higher than his expenses. Lesson 5. Working to learn. In our present generation, many people get a degree just for the sake of a steady and well-paying job. A prime example is Robert Kiyosaki himself. When he graduated from college, he worked in a steady and well-paying job with the chances of increasing his income rapidly. But he quit his job because he was not looking for a steady income that will support him until his deathbed. Instead, he searched for various opportunities to learn from because his rich dad always told him, you need to learn a little about a lot of things. His poor dad instead told him, you need to know a lot about one specialty. So although both his dads had tremendous respect for education and learning, they disagreed on what they thought was important to learn. Also, both dads worked hard, but they had opposing attitudes and thoughts. Poor dad recommended study hard so you can find a good company to work for. Rich dad recommended study hard so you can find a company to buy. Poor dad said, The reason I'm not rich is because I have kids. Rich Dad said, the reason I must be rich is because I have you kids. Poor Dad explained, when it comes to money, play it safe and don't take risks. Rich Dad explained, learn to manage risks. And most importantly, the quote Robert Kiyosaki often points out, also in his speeches, Poor Dad often shouts, I can't afford that. Well, Rich Dad asks, how can I? Let's jump back to our question in the beginning. What about your definition of wealth? How long can you afford to survive if you would stop working today? And which assets do you want to acquire? Let us know in the comments section below and be sure to subscribe.